Alrighty, thank you very much.
Hey,
Yes, you did
because
well.
I'm a pro now.
All right, guys, it's a new month. We haven't seen each other this February, so happy new month to you. Happy new month to our guests.
Thank you, Makcit.
All right, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the bestest place on earth. Yes, the bestest place on the planet, Click Naija. Do you doubt it? Like,
Give me money and I'll tell you. Give me money and I'll tell you.
anyway, I don't care. Okay, I'm saying it and I'm standing by it. The program is Random Things, and my name is Makcit, aka the Purple Diva. On this program, we feature random but interesting guests and discuss random things. But the most random thing of all is our random question. Yeah, I hope you're ready for it. Of the day, which I will tell you in a bit. But then now I want to introduce our guest for today. His name is Nosike Nwigene, Digital Communications. And for those who know AGON, it's a thing here in Abuja. He will tell us more about it anyway. But he is one of the creators of AGON. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Makcit. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this for a while. The first time it didn't work.
2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're here now. Okay, this is blocking. Sorry.
But I mean,
Okay, all right. Now, to this week's random question, people. Are you ready? What's the most expensive thing you've ever broken? Uh-huh.
do I go now?
No. Just ponder on it. Okay.
Okay.
The most expensive thing you've ever broken. Okay. Think about it. All right. You can share your comments in the comment section. We'll take it as the show progresses. We already have a couple of comments. You'll also weigh in on the comments that we get. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the question. What's the most expensive thing you've ever broken? All right. Once again, the show is Random Things. It is Click Naija. And sorry, we're starting late. I mean,
should we tell them the truth of what happened?
It's a struggle.
It is a struggle. It is a struggle.
But I like the fact that we overcome. That's why, that's the joy of it. That when struggles come your way,
resilience and all that. Yeah,
you just jump
true,
and pass. You get up and try again. Okay. All right. Now to our guest, Nosike. Okay. So digital communications. Tell us a bit about that. What does it entail?
So in a nutshell, it is like, I mean, everyone's on devices these days.
Okay.
I mean, not everyone is online, but a lot of people are online.
Yeah.
We're all plugged into our screens, phones, tabs, TVs, and all that. And to be honest, any sort of messaging on any of these devices could fall under digital communication. So I mean, we're on social media sites, we're browsing websites, we're using our emails, we're getting email newsletters, getting promotions, ads online, targeted. I mean, on Instagram,
job vacancies,
vacancies, promotion, any of that stuff. So it's a broad term that encompasses everything that has to do with communications online, right? When you go to specifics, start talking about digital ads, which would be social media ads, web ads, display ads, that sort of thing. So it's a whole.
You're into the whole thing.
I consider myself a t-shirt marketer, whereby I know a little of everything, and I like to focus on social and content.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it's like what we're doing here too.
Yeah.
You can give us some pointers.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
After the show, we'll talk more. All right. So, but with digital communications, was it a clear path for you?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I had typical Nigerian family background, become a doctor, lawyer, engineer.
So, what did you study?
I used to be in med school. Yeah, let's not go there. And then
I'm not laughing.
and then, so totally random. About a month ago, like 4 or 5 people in my workspace were discussing like our backgrounds, and all 5 of us used to be in medical school. And 111 and went to, and everyone there was like in tech, so developers, coders, programmers, writers, someone in mining, and it was funny because I mean it's crazy how our African backgrounds are that way. Yeah.
And back in the day too, there weren't so many options.
True. I mean, now you find a lot of people. I mean, you have content creators making a whole lot of money than people wearing suits and ties. So I think parents are coming around a little bit. We'll never really be there, but yeah. So it wasn't a clear path for me because nothing I did in school prepared me from where I am today. And African parents, Nigerian parents, or my parents rather, I would say they love you, but in their own way, they want the best for you. Yeah. So there was a lot of back and forth, but I think some skills I had picked up while I was younger, and my interest in time brought me. So like it was from A to B. For my first job, doing social media for an e-commerce startup, and then just kept on going from there.
Okay, but let me just go back to that. Your first job. Did you have experience before you got that job? Or
I used to spend a lot of time on social media, and prior to that, like I mean, even long before leaving the AKG, right? I used to have like a blog spot because we used to throw parties in school, and it was my job to make sure everything was was online. Yeah, so we had like this whole blog and like what's it called, like everyone in the group and like dates for our party and all that. And this is the time of Blackberries and those wonky Nokias. Yeah, so so that was some
sounds like perfect.
basic experience. Yeah, and obviously having access, a curious kid that has access to keyboard and computer. And then after a while, I was a bit rough around the edges, but I always used to write and stuff. Then my boss at the time was like, "Hey, Nosike, Udemy is doing this course on social media marketing, the certification. After like a few months, you're finished." And that was the first one. And I was like, "Oh, social media could actually be a profession." And then kept touching around different edges or not. So it wasn't straightforward. But I'm but I'm really glad it brought me here.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. So you say you love what you do.
I totally do.
Okay.
Totally do.
All right, guys, it's still Random Things. I'm here with Nosike Digital Communications, and he is one of the creators of AGON, Abuja. And you tell us about that in a bit, because I can see that everything you were doing in the past led you to even that to connect it somehow.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so but as you know, on Random Things, we usually have a question for you. And today's question is, what's the most expensive thing you've ever broken? It's just, I can see you're eager to tell us.
Because it's an embarrassing story, and I hope my parents are watching, because a few lives are about to be unveiled.
Okay, all right. So we have a couple of comments. This person, Nathan Bala, says, "Still breaking, and I am not yet done."
Ginger, that's the spirit.
Okay, so that means he's broken a ton of things. Ihoma Ukeji says, "Lol, mug and plate. Thank God I have never broken anything I can't afford to replace." All right. Okay, so let's say she's a good kid, or she was a good kid.
She's not adventurous enough. That's what I'm going with.
But it shouldn't be a good thing that you've broken very expensive stuff. Okay. All right. We have comments. We put up a post earlier. We have comments from there as well. Rafatu Salahu says, "My husband's phone." Okay. Atwe Onye, a glass cup. Jaja Solomi, a phone. Uguna Alexandra Ndubisi, my mother's ceramic plate. It was an inherited plate. The sentiment attached was what made it expensive. The beating was expensive too.
So the lady Didi Dorothy just said she broke her heart.
Oh.
We have questions.
I can relate.
Rafatu broke her husband's phone. I have so many questions about that as well.
What
maybe we should invite Rafatu to tell us, like a special episode.
how that went,
how that
right?
happened.
Okay. All right, so you're going to tell us yours now. Okay, the question
like this very second.
Right now, what's the most expensive thing you've ever broken?
I took my dad's car out as a teenager, or maybe like a young adult, went for this party, and then you're not going to believe it. Like I literally drove like half of the city back at home. I'm 2 minutes away from my house, and I don't know how I lose control of the brakes, climb like the pavement, run into a traffic light, destroy the car that I wasn't supposed to be with in the first place. As I would say 2 a.m. or something. Those are like now it feels like such a small thing, but at the time that was like the biggest problem in my life. So first of all, the total bill to move the car then, like 10 years ago, maybe it was like maybe 200K or something, like 200K from where? No, not to move the car.
Okay.
To move and then fix, because like the entire, you can imagine what I just described. Everything went away. And first of all, barely out of school, no income. You need to have an income at the time. When you factor in inflation at the time, 200K was so big.
Was a lot.
It was bro. And then problem from like the parents, uncles.
But what happened? What did they do to you initially?
Sometimes, right? Like especially like from like if you come from a similar background like mine, right? The talking is worse than anything they can do to you. The incessant talking.
Like when it even happens, you're already thinking of how they're going to talk to you.
How it's going to happen, yeah. And how I know this is because my dad never seized on an opportunity to bring up the accident. Like, it literally be like, yeah, so the weather is bad. That's how those kids
What?
So
But
yeah,
they're
and
able to get the car fixed.
not really to the point it was that it was a really expensive car and all that. So it was a
So
bad
you
moment in
were
my
so
life.
like in your words, you were very adventurous.
I was even trying to be adventurous that day. I was literally just trying to get home. I had like two friends in the car, and they were both neighbors, and it was literally like draw them at home and
I'm just saying.
just head home and yeah. So I was even trying to be adventurous. Like, no, hey, come off it there.
All
Come
right,
off
so
it.
that's Nosike's story. Okay, tell us yours. All right, you can elaborate if you want. Let us know what's the most expensive thing you've ever broken. Like for me right now, I can't even think about it. I really don't know because
Were you?
I was a very good child. I
You're giving me
was.
terrorist vibes, like burn down the house kind of vibes. Definitely.
Hell no. All right, okay, so yeah, guys, this is still random things here on Click Naija. I'm talking to Nosike Nwigene. I hope I got that right. Yes, digital communications. And he just shared the most expensive thing he's broken: a car. Like he literally broke a car. It was never the same again after that. All right, so share yours in the comment section. Okay, so back to our discussion. Tell us about AGON. Yeah.
Okay, so I think.
So let's assume that you just love socializing.
Oh yeah. I consider myself like like extroverted. Maybe a little less these days, but I mean we're talking like 7 years ago or something.
Okay.
So like yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
So the interesting story is that my partner Hack he and I went to school together. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not particularly close in school, but like we're Arsenal fans, so we're friends.
Gunners for life.
Really close to each other, and all. So obviously we had graduated and we kept in touch. Yeah? But like I said, we're not particularly close. And then I'm in Lagos to write my GRE because at the time I thought I was going to the US for my masters, right? So and this is just after Ebola. What year was that? Yeah, that's
Like,
not
well,
the,
yeah.
yeah. And then like he and I already had a random discussion about like what we could do, because I mean unemployed, job hunting, all that stuff.
So you were thinking of how to make money?
Yeah. To be honest, in retrospect, I don't know if it was make money or
just
do something. But yeah, it all. I mean,
it was like just melded together.
it melded together. Yeah, and then obviously there's like other friends as well. And then we talked about it, but only, literally just in passing. And then I'm in Lagos. I'm headed from a similar event in Lagos, and then Hack calls me, and he's like, yo, Nosike, I've been thinking that we should like do like a social event. We're really good with football. We could pull crowds, and so let's do this thing together. And then obviously like this is I mean Lagos traffic for 5 hours. Worst traffic of my life, by the way. He's in Abuja, but I'm on my way back to Abuja. So like I said, he reaches out, and I'm like, yeah, we'll mull over it. At the time, my cousin is taking me back to my uncle's where I was staying. So yeah, I get back to Abuja. First pick him up from the airport. I said, like, I mean, the idea is forming in our mind, and at the end, I don't forget, like I got involved over like seven editions and like all our side events and everything. But I think at the end, what we ended up doing was first of all, no one's doing this in Abuja. We merged like football as a pastime for friends, and then like social it's like social Abuja life, yeah. And like don't forget, this is years ago, so Abuja is really stiff.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, Abuja, people still consider Abuja stiff now. So imagine how it was 7 years ago. Like you could barely get anyone to leave their homes.
Do anything, yeah.
Yeah, like and even like when Agon had still become like recognized, it was still a struggle for us to like pull these crowds. Yeah. But then we did this, and along the way we met amazing people. I learned so much about life, about people, about trust. Built some of my best friendships in life. From there, yeah, and people I consider like family and friends. So obviously, it went on pause about a year ago. No, 2 years ago, right? And that's because like as everyone's growing older, more commitments, people are getting married, people are relocating, and people are like in tough places in their careers where they need to like focus on all. Yeah, pretty much just life, right? So that happened, and then
The
as I right
pandemic
now,
too.
yeah, then the pandemic, yeah. But as I right now, we had been pushing through for sponsorships even prior to the pandemic, and I mean I'm not allowed to divulge, but if you clicked, and then we're at a place where we're really just waiting for like it for it to be safe for us through these events for us to kick it
Mm,
off again. Yeah.
okay, so like even this year, what planning?
I mean, let's see how the world goes with the vaccines and all, and how we can handle COVID. If the government say it's smart enough for us to do these things, then sure, why
Mhm.
not?
Oh, okay. So, but now with your being in behind the scenes with Abuja entertainment and social
Mm,
life and stuff like that, how would you rate? I mean, you've already said it too, but how would you rate the social vibe of Abuja folk? Let's say on a
um,
scale of 1 to 10. 10.
compared to what? Com-
Just rate it, scale of 1 to 10.
I
Now,
honestly, I really just give it like a 6 or 7. And I'm going to say this because obviously the obvious comparison that always comes up is Lagos.
Lagos, yeah.
Yeah. And I grew up in Lagos, went to
Uh,
school there, not before I moved there. So
mm,
I can say that Lagos people and Abuja people are not the same people. They're not the same cities, not the same conditions.
yeah.
And also you can't export. And of course, there's like all this social culture, like there's culture to factor in and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I think Abuja is doing well based on the hand that was dealt to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, it's really tough doing entertainment in this part, like in Abuja. Lifestyle is a hard business, so kudos to like all the like lifestyle, nightlife entrepreneurs, all the
Mm.
event guys, like because Abuja crowd is a
So,
tough
so
one.
would you advise anyone to go into it
Yeah, if
regardless?
it's like I mean I always advocate for like creatives to do what they need to do. If you love events, if you feel like your strength is like pulling people together, hosting parties, giving people great music, like whatever it is, do it.
The
Yeah, I feel like even if you don't stay in it, you did something you really wanted to do. Yeah, so if you just want to throw an event, if you wanted to organize a concert, a DJ event, whatever, just do it and like add it to like a notch on
your
your belt.
belt.
Yeah, if you eventually like go up to like get bigger, then good for you.
Okay, so would you say like the goal shouldn't be about making money per
No,
se?
no, no, bro.
Just
Make
be
your
about.
bro and sis, make your money, oh. Make your money. What do you mean don't make your money? Come off it. Come off it. But I know for a fact that unless you're backed by money, what I mean backed like have money from home or
Or
personal income
sponsor.
or whatever is
Mm-hmm.
sponsor, yeah, it really is hard to cut your teeth in Abuja's entertainment and
Entertainment, yeah.
lifestyle industry. But but that being said, a shortcut to this is like growing your network, being of value to people,
Mm.
being well, I mean, I don't know about being honest because yeah.
I mean, but being honest should like be a no-brainer.
Unfortunately, not from not in my experience. No, not in my experience. I would say, but that being said, I think that chase your money, do everything you need to do to grow and to add value to the city because people want to relax after a tough.
True,
I mean,
true.
I mean, I mean, you're doing great work here with your like. I mean, so people need to relax regardless
Somehow. So if
somehow.
you
So
have if you
so
have a
create an
way
option
to.
for them. Yeah. And people, I mean, I don't know what our population is right now, but the city will keep on getting bigger.
Mhm.
And as it keeps on getting bigger, it become more lively. Yeah. It's slower than say Lagos once again, but I can tell the difference in Abuja, even afternoon life now and 7 years ago. I'm sure you agree with
Yeah,
me.
totally. I agree.
Like it's the city of
Even
restaurants
me,
right
I'm
now.
among those kind of people that back then I want to do stuff, but I
Yeah.
would just not get up and go. But
Yeah.
now,
Like
just
it's
tell me
yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah. So
uh-huh.
it's slow, but it's working. So yeah, it's there's obviously a lot of work to be done in entertainment and lifestyle. But really, I think those guys are really working already. It really just about mindset of like the consumers, the people. Other people are laid back folk, just want to chill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they barely move around. But when
do
they
less, like less of the
yeah,
heavy lifting,
yeah,
nothing.
can't be stressed out. Can't don't bother me.
Okay, so but what's your go-to like hangout experience or go-to social experience?
I'm a really lively person. I tend to create like lively situations by myself. Like I'm not even trying to brag. It's really just I literally just I literally just call a friend. I would just start having drinks and we're good for like 4 hours.
Oh, okay, you're
Yeah,
cool with that.
yeah. Yeah,
Conversation.
conversation. I know, but of course, like sometimes like it expands to bigger crowds. Sometimes in any of our apartments, or sometimes we're just out. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and so there's some spontaneity involved. So like, it's not like we plan these things ahead, but whatever it is that brings people together, we laugh, we chill, like relax and all. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my thing.
All right. So before we let you go, I know that you've done a lot of volunteer. Not well, I don't know if it's a lot, but you have done some volunteer work.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you take out of it? Volunteering. What does it do for you?
I can't. I'm not going to give you like a really, really spectacular speech, right?
Yeah.
But I know that for me, I believe that people should do certain things, right?
Okay.
And I mean, not everyone is going to be able to volunteer, but for me, it's like kind of like a religion for me, right? There's there's a lot of problems in this world, yeah, and there are lots of groups in their own ways trying to solve these problems. And I feel like if I have like an extra 2 hours
In a day or
in a
week?
week, in a week or in a month, whatever, I can associate myself and help someone whoever that is pushing to solve these people's problems, right?
Okay.
So like when we were in AGON, we used to do work with a lot of NGOs, like it was our thing. So we did work with breast cancer awareness, we did work with always with SCARF, yeah, Sickle Aid Foundation, and then I had volunteered for them on the side for a minute. And then we also did the Child NGO. So my friend Shua, who's been in the book club together, what she does is like she works with kids in like IDB camps, provide food for them, like teaching classes, materials, that sort of thing.
That's very noble.
Yeah. And so what she did was, because we used to do like, like I said, like football competition, she had us talk to our sponsors, and between all of us we got old jerseys, like we made like customized kits for these kids. We couldn't afford soccer boots, unfortunately. But yeah, we made do, got them balls, they have a coach already, and then we threw a party for them. Well, really sure I did do these things and we just supported, right? But it's like I said, there's so many problems in this world, and if you find someone who's willing to make these problems go away, like support them, yeah. So like in my spare time, I donate blood as well. It's not something I feel I enjoy doing. I'm very superstitious about it,
What's
living in bondage. Oh, no, I'm messing around. But yeah, I do that as well from time to time. And yeah, like really,
it just makes you just feel it just
yeah, it's my tax. Yeah, I don't know if that makes
like
sense.
your civic duty.
Yeah, social responsibility. Social responsibility. Exactly.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool. Okay, so finally, before we let you go, this is the month of love.
Yeah. Can we not? I just saw this question and I would rather not.
Where do you stand on Valentine? Are you like pro or anti-Valentine?
I'm going to be a politician right now and say that we have 365 days or 366 days in a year, and you should love people every of those days. Every single of you should love people.
Are you married, in a relationship, or a situationship?
I'm in a relationship.
Okay,
but I'm not married yet. No.
Oh, okay. So let's say you're going to celebrate Valentine.
Of course, yeah. I mean, obviously.
So you're pro Valentine.
It's conditioned. It's conditioned. No. Like I'm messing around, right? Of course, like whatever the pressures of the Western world or whatever. I mean, whatever the arguments people make, the cocoa of this gist is that you have a significant other, and the world celebrates them spectacularly on that day. Yeah. So yeah, celebrate them spectacularly on that day, and then celebrate them spectacularly every other day as well.
So you're down either way.
Either way.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So guys, it's the month of love. What are your plans for the anticipated?
Can I also tell women to stop buying boxers and singlets for them?
I was just trying not to talk about that because now it's trending. People are saying buy him tires.
Yeah,
that's an awesome
So I'm leading the movement. As Nigerian women are scams. They like to they like to go like, what do I buy this man? I don't know what he wants. You know what he wants. He's saying it every day for the last year. If he wants tire, buy him tire. He play when he complains, my shock absorber, kini, you drop it. What is other? Leave all these.
All right, so you've gotten advice from Nosike here. Okay, what to do? That is if you are pro Valentine. But for those of you that are anti Valentine like me, yes. No, I'm not commenting on that. Thank you so much, Nosike, for being here. Thank you. It was a wonderful outing. Hopefully, next time when we have you, we'll not have the challenges we had before the show. No. Definitely not. It cannot happen again.
It was fun doing this with you guys.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back with another edition of Random Things on Friday next week, 12:30 p.m. My name is Makcit Rindap, aka Purple Diva. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was